Hello, everyone, and greetings from the UN Economic Commission for Africa. My name is John Sloan, and I'm our mineral industries lead here. I wanted to thank ECE for convening this discussion, and my sincere apologies that I can't be there in person. This week is our Regional Forum for Sustainable Development here in Addis Ababa. So I'd like to talk very briefly about the cooperation that we're seeing here and the international partnerships that are needed to really build mineral supply chains, particularly green mineral supply chains. Cooperation across borders is viewed as one of the, if not the, most important ways that the region here can realize its ambitious goals to bring more benefits from mineral-based industries to the mineral producing regions themselves and to contribute to the global green energy transition. So we have a number of frameworks in the region that can be used to spur a collective building of value chains. First and foremost is the Africa Mining Vision, which calls for cooperation between member states to really help gain the most from their mineral endowments and to curb the race to the bottom approach, which has traditionally characterized many mining deals where the materials are dug up and exported raw with limited long-term job creation or revenue generation. This touches on a number of important issues: industrialization, infrastructure development, taxes and tax evasion, and other areas. Now, one key way that cooperation has had an immediate economic impact is on the pooling of market size and the pooling of factors of production. One study of ours looks at upstream value addition in gold mining in the region, focusing on Ghana as the main gold producer in West Africa, where the market for upstream mining inputs was just over $1 billion. But by harnessing sub-regional agreements, including through ECOWAS, this market share grew to over $2.7 billion, providing the needed market size to get investors interested. This ranged in products from explosives to grinding media, chemicals, logistics, and so forth. So, initiatives such as these would really benefit from also the current and continuing to expand African Continental Free Trade Area, which will link 1.5 billion people, and it has the potential, according to ECA's estimates, to boost manufacturing by $1 trillion, creating 14 million jobs in the process. Now, the coming green minerals boom will also provide an opportunity to pool expertise and to pool mineral supply together in the region. One flagship initiative that ECA has supported is to establish battery precursor production. Now, this would rely on a very complex network of supply from across the region: cobalt from DRC, manganese from Gabon and elsewhere, nickel from Madagascar, lithium from Zimbabwe. The list goes on, just to name a few examples. But more than minerals themselves, it will need expertise: auto manufacturing know-how from South Africa and from Morocco, and from the outside, battery expertise from China, from South Korea, while tapping into trade agreements and development assistance from other partners from Europe, the US, and elsewhere. On this external cooperation, there really is a way to show how value addition in Africa is a win-win for outside investors and partners as well. There are big returns to make as more endowments become known, as more projects come online in the region, and as demand for green minerals heats up. As investors look for low emissions projects as well, projects that meet ESG requirements, producing components next to the mine site and using new electric transport grids, new rail infrastructure to export these products, can help find a way to address requirements, for example, of the EU carbon border adjustment and other new regulations that are coming into place. And finally, doing business in the region also brings access to new markets. For example, just last week, Ethiopia announced that all new motorcycles, all new bikes, scooters must be electric. So building batteries on the continent will allow multinationals to link directly with some of the region's fastest growing economies and, more importantly, fastest growing sources of demand for electric vehicles and battery products. So I'd like to close this brief intervention just to summarize that the partners in this room have a big role to play and a lot to gain from cooperating in mineral value chain development here. External partners can help mobilize the skills and the funds that are needed to push our innovations on the continent forward, and clearly everyone stands to gain. we have a forthcoming Africa Green Mineral Strategy that will help clearly define these opportunities. And the UN Working Group on Extractives, which we as ECA are proud to be a part of, is a clear indication of the multilateralism that can help us contribute to the global energy transition in a just way. So thank you again, and I hope you have a very successful week of discussions.